What was the fashion of the 19 like? Well, it was quite varied like the one we can find today. Since it was influenced by different types of styles, such as grunge of the more sporty style, for example, and thus being able to find clothes and looks for all tastes. This is a time also influenced by rock, rap, grunge, music groups, and of course, a time in which series with teenager protagonists, such as Sensations, Salvados por la Campana, Sensación de Vivir, or El Príncipe de Bel Air, sweat everything. The world and market before and after, leaving a very urban clothing as an influence, also marked by striking colors and patterns. All this what we see today, which the 19th February that we live, so there is nothing like reviewing in more detail what the wardrobe was like at the time, to be able to imitate it in detail and what garments were sensation. Denim jacket. Raise your hand if you don't have at least one. The denim jacket is a true institution in the fashion of the 19th. Checked shirts. Impossible to wear a plain shirt without thinking about the grunge style. To achieve the success of the garment, we have to mention the rock star Kurt Cobain, who made it an icon by combining it with simple white t-shirt and ripped jeans, so you can imitate that style. High short jeans. Our sample of what 90 fashions was like also has to include the moon fight jeans or high-waisted jeans that the idols of the 19th often wore. Flare jeans. The flare are a type of cowboy or jean what was also worn a lot during the 19th. They especially begin to be worn in the late 19th and early 2000s. These were a types of cowboy whose essence or origin was in the fashion of the 17th that somehow was one of the influences that the fashion of the 19th had. Actually, they were styled the flared pants that many young people wore in the 17th, but that were adapted with a wide cut and also with several broken knees. Crop top. Another style of top that was widely worn in the 19th was the crop top, a fashionable garment that takes use directly to the most youthful fashion and can become an interesting style accessories. Simple combinate it with a pencil skirt and palazzo pants with a very high waist for a refined and very retro effect. Bodies. After 20 years, the bodies is once again a protagonist, since it was, of course, a star piece in the 19th, and in particular we have to say a series exploited it and nauseams. The bandana. And when it comes to hair, the bandana was always the essential accessories. It could be worn folded and on the forehead or also, open and the shape of a pirate scarf. The music of the 19th. Among the new appearances in the music of the 19th were the records called Unplugged, where the best artists made music without using electric instruments. A new way of mixing songs and music came into use. It was the remix, which showed that any musical style could be remixed. These mixes gave rise to the appearance of one of the musical figures that have had the greatest impact over time, the DJ by mixings. DJs are creating new music, starting with something that already existed. In the new culture of dance venues, the figure of the DJs is essential because the mixes and encourage the public. So new stands in 19 music. Thank you.